Hey.
Okay.
Shimna Tzadik, Hoyon Mishyor Tesak Dodo. Simon the Just, Shimna Tzadik, was from the very last of that great assembly, a very special period in Jewish history. He said, the world exists, it stands on three pillars. Our Torah, and Torah, observance and study of Torah, and serving the Rabbi Fishbain, the Almighty, davening, prayers, praying, and chasedim, kindness, compassion, helping, being there to help a fellow Jew. This is the hallmark of a year of a Jew. One Jew to be there when another Jew is in need, always to help another Jew. There was a smile, just a smile alone, a smile or greeting someone and saying good evening or good morning, shaking their hand. And there was a rabbi, a chesed, in a slaughterhouse, and a meat packing outfit. And every night before he left, he would, the doorman was a Gentile, he would make sure to say good night and say, some have a good evening, I'll see you in the morning. One evening, the doorman, the watchman, the Gentile, he didn't see the usual greeting that he received from this rabbi. So he asked those that were coming out, did you see him? This rabbi said, yeah. He said, but I didn't. He usually comes by and says goodbye to me. How come he didn't come by tonight? He said, maybe he was a rush, maybe another dog. He said, no. He said, must be more to it than that. Well, it could be. So he was relentless. He made them turn on all the cameras. And what did they find? They found, unfortunately, he got locked into a freezer and he couldn't get out. And had he remained there during the night, unfortunately, it would have been fatal. So just the fact that he greeted him said that is so. The Medrash records the following magnificent story. There was a very pious Jew that was working the field, and Novi approached him. He said, I have for you, from heaven they decreed that you and your family should have 7 good years. Do you want them? You have a choice. In heaven they gave you a choice. Do you want them now? It should begin immediately, or do you want them at the last 7 years of your life? So he listened. He says he'll have to think it over. He goes home. He tells his wife the episode that took place. So he said, forget about it. It's some sort of he wants money for you. He wants stay away. Forget about it. Stay away. No good will come of it. Doesn't take down the calendar a short time period. He's here again, and then a third time. So he tells his wife, he says, he's after me relentlessly. He doesn't let go. So he says to her, tell him that you want it now. He goes to work in the field again. A couple of days later, he's here again. He said, I have for you, like we told you, in heaven's decree, you should have 7 good years. When do you want them? He said, we'll take them right now. So, okay, you'll have them shortly. He said, good night. And as he's walking home, he sees something glittering. He stumbles on a very expensive diamond. The redeemers for a fortune of money. Brings home the diamond. his wife says to him, we're going to keep books. Everything that we do, how we spend this money. Any kindness, any chesed, someone is in need, someone's not well, has married off a daughter, didn't have what to eat. He said, we're going to keep a record of every good deed, all the chesed we did. The calendar moves, as everyone knows, and before he realized it, the 7 years were up. And he's working the field again, and again, it never comes to him. He says, my dear brother, my dear Jew, he said, the 7 years are up, so I came to take the remainder of whatever was left. So he says, you know, when I took it upon the advice of my wife, I said, I have to consult with her what to do. So he went home, and he told his wife the story. He says, you bring me before this man. Where does he see you? She brought with her her books that they kept, and it didn't take long, he appeared. She says to him, you want whatever was left over? He said, yeah. Well, here's a set of books. We kept everything, every penny that we spent with that money. If the Almighty has a better bookkeeper than us, He's welcome to it. She says, she's right. She should keep it. And on the other hand, unfortunately, there are those that it doesn't mean anything. But another Jew with a smile or whatever, in the neighborhood, a Jew who used to attend services in a farm temple in Monticello. So he said that they had a complaint to the board. They said that they bring in, they can't find any more capable, that's more laden with Torah, and they bring in some kind of lady from Binghamton on Shabbos morning, the covered Shabbos. She drives in there, she delivers some, whatever it is, she does her services, and she leaves. He said, that's not a rabbi for us. We want somebody here that knows us, we know them, we can talk to them, they can greet us. They said, excuse us. He said, this lady, she's a spiritual leader, she's not a greeter. Unfortunately, that's what goes on in the world.
No, it's the last of the